Hello friends, this is Vishankha Daga coming up with next round of Bus 5 Minute. Now it is said of all the countries that were colonized, the shortest time period was of Japan. Why? Because the moment it was colonized, it went to other country to identify what was the reason that it was colonized. And it identified lack of education, research and democracy were the reason. That education is very important factor. The research is very important factor. This need to be promoted because same model was used by South Korea as well. And India is also trying to promote the research in India with the help of scheme STRIDE, which is launched by UGC. So in this video, we will discuss what is STRIDE scheme that is launched by UGC, and we will also understand the state of research in India. So let's just move ahead and understand them one by one. Moving ahead, first of all, let's understand the state of research in India. If we see the data, the state of research is actually not good. To the extent, we need to see that on two parameters. Number one is human resource and number two is financial resource. And when we see human resource, in India, only 216 researchers are present per million population, which is 6 times less than China, where 1200 researchers are present, and nearly 20 times less than US, where 4300 researchers are present per million population, which is sorry state of affair. If now it is being often complained ki why would not be having a we have less number of researcher because India actually educate people and then they leave the country. Then you need to ask them why are they leaving country. The reason would be very clear. They say we are educated, we want to do research, but we do not have enough equipment, not enough infrastructure and etc. Why? Because there is not enough funding backing behind it, and that is the biggest reason. That it's not just human resource we lack even financial resource as well, because India spends only 0.67% of GDP on the R&D. Whereas if we see South Korea, it spent 4.23% and China spent 2.11% of the GDP on the R&D itself. And you cannot imagine your country to be a superpower unless you actually invest in R&D. Okay? So let's just move ahead and move to the next scheme, that is STRIDE. Now, in order to correct this mistake, the government of India is trying to promote the research in India. And one of the initiative is STRIDE scheme. Acha, keep that in mind. STRIDE does promote research, but it is mainly working in field of humanities and interdisciplinary, like society and psychology and history, like this. Interdisciplinary research it is promoting. Now, STRIDE stands for Scheme for Transdisciplinary Research for India's Developing Economy. Keep this in mind, transdisciplinary research. It is launched by UGC. UGC is a statutory body, right? It is made by the Act of Parliament. It was made in 1956, and it's the main aim of the scheme is to attract and support the young talent in research. Young talent it wants to attract in field of humanities when you're doing interdisciplinary research. Okay. Now, when you look at the research, that research is promoted which is socially relevant, local need-based, nationally important and globally significant. Example, if I take somebody is researching in mental health and somebody is trying to find out how society impacts on mental health. Now the two disciplines are actually coming together. That is, your number one is psychology and other one is sociology. Now this is interdisciplinary research which is socially relevant, local need based, nationally important and globally significant. Now this kind of research can be promoted by the government of India. So these are the parameters. Overall, when we look at the background, the component are capacity building, problem solving scheme. Now in terms of capacity building, they're trying to build the capacity of a young researcher. Now what does he need? He need guidance. So a mentor support is provided. At same point of time, as I said, they don't have money, a grant is provided to buy their equipment. Second, problem solving aptitude is being seen, because now how problem solving aptitude is seen? It is seen in terms of if their research is local need based, socially relevant. If they are doing all of this, that means they have problem solving attitude. If that is the case, they will get the grant of 50 lakh to 1 crore. Now, next is network of eminent scientists institutions will be connected. Those eminent scientists, because we need mentor, right? And who will provide mentorship? The eminent scientists. The eminent scientists will be connected to each other, and these scientists will actually provide the guidance to the researcher. So overall, The benefit of the scheme is this will promote the use of the knowledge for the practical purpose and transdisciplinary research, which is the need of the time in India. And this connects the university with the government, with the community need and industry. So four stakeholders are coming together. Overall, the scheme is a very win-win situation, and whether this will benefit or not will depend upon its implementation. However, this was the case with today's videos. If you like it, you need to like and subscribe. Then if not, put it out in the comment section. Thank you so much.
Current Affairs by Forum IAS is an all-in-one program that covers the dynamic aspect of the syllabus from both prelims and mains perspectives. Last year, we have helped more than 100 students crack IAS with our current affairs classes.